In this video, I'll be showing you how to find low competition keywords. So it doesn't matter if you're an e-commerce site or if you're a blog or a B2B website, this will apply to everything. So let's get straight into it. I'm using this random website as an example. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find a seed keyword. So what topic are you trying to go after? So you can just figure this out by asking yourself, what is this business about? What products does it sell? And if it's too competitive, you can actually just use ChatGPT to come up with some alternative ideas. So for example, if you're a credit card company, well, chances are that's going to be hyper competitive and you'll need alternatives. So in this example, the seed keyword is protein powder, because that's what this website is all about. It's about protein. So it could be protein flapjacks, because that's another product they sell. So let's use ChatGPT. And here we are in ChatGPT. And this will help me come up with more ideas for protein powder. So I've just put in the prompt, give me words and phrases related to protein powder. So let's see what it comes up with. Whey protein, plant-based protein, muscle growth, protein shakes, amino acids, protein concentrate, protein isolate, meal replacements. So this is all hyper relevant to protein powder. So these would all work, and this is just a simple way for you to get more ideas. Protein for weight loss, protein snacks. So these are all great ideas that you could either add to as part of your actual product if you've got an e-commerce site, or you can target via blog posts. So the next thing you're going to want to do is put your keyword, your seed keyword, into Keyword King. So Keyword King is a keyword research tool, and you can just download the Easy SEO extension from the Chrome store. Go to this tab here, and it's very simple. So protein powder. And let's highlight all of these. So we want everything from A to Z, 0 to 9. We want to add prepositions. We want a bunch of ideas that we could go after. So as you can see here, it goes from protein powder, A, so Amazon, at Walmart, at Costco, alternatives, all the way down to Z. So as you can see here, protein powder, 0 fat. So then it does the numbers. So protein powder, 0 sugar, all the way to 9. Whey protein powder, 900 grams. So that's something you could add to your product. So let's just say, for example, there are different weights this comes in. So it's 1 kg, and let's just say it does less. It does 900 grams. So this is currently, it does 450 grams and 25 gram servings. So what if it had a 900 gram package of that? So you'd want to add that keyword to your product page. And we know all these have search volume, because the way this tool pulls in data is via the Google auto suggest function. So here we are at Google. So let's just give you an example. Protein powder. Then we put 9, and as you can see, it says 900 grams. So that's how this tool is pulling in data. We know this has search volume because people have already typed this in. That's why Google is suggesting it. So it gives you a bunch of great ideas that you could use. And then, as you can see, the prepositions here. So can, for, is. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So you can even see it says protein powder is clumpy. So what this tells me is a type of keyword, so a type of problem someone's having. So you can get your product. Let's say you've got a graphics card, and one of the problems a person has with their graphics card is in their computer it's sagging. So that would be a keyword that you could go after to build your topical authority. So you can go through problem types of keywords. So there's a bunch of different suggestions, and what you can do is what makes this tool really powerful is the AllinTitle results. So it's essentially, if we take this here, if we put in AllinTitle search operator, colon, and your keyword, it shows you how many people, how many websites have that keyword in the meta title. And you've got to remember, the most important on-page ranking factor is the meta title. Well, besides the user's search intent, make sure you've got the user search intent correct. And the next biggest thing would be having the keyword in the title, so it helps determine the keyword difficulty. Of course, this isn't 100% accurate in terms of determining the keyword difficulty. There's a bunch of different factors that go into it, but this is one way, and that's what this tool highlights here. It says, take the keyword difficulty with a pinch of salt. There's no way for a tool to 100% determine keyword difficulties, so it doesn't matter if you're using SEMrush, Ahrefs, whichever tool you're using. It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. So let's see the AllinTitle results. So it's done now, all the AllinTitle results are in. And as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff that we found that could be very low competition. So what I'd recommend you do is export it and put it into a spreadsheet. So that's exactly what I've done here. So I put into a spreadsheet, started filtered from Z to A. So that's, sorry, filtered from A to Z. So that's the smallest to the largest. So we got some weird ones, protein powder made from worms. So let's just have a look at that. Let's see what that looks like. Comparing protein sources. So maybe that's something you'd want to cover if you've got this type of website. So protein powder 4 years out of date. So maybe that's a type of website, a type of page you can create, protein powder 5 years out of date. So 3 years out of date. So you could create an entire blog post with 1 year out of date, 2 year out of date, 3 year out of date, 4 year out of date, and go after multiple of those keywords within one page and potentially rank for a bunch of different keywords. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. Does protein powder ever expire? So is whey protein expired after 2 years ago? So this looks a bit more competitive, so you wouldn't want to go after that. So even though it said 0, you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. So always keep that in mind. So another thing you could do is you can look even deeper. So what I mean by this is, let's say protein powder, and we just go with the prepositions. We've already done this, but it's just a bit quicker. For weight loss, protein powder pancakes, canister. So that seems like a very obscure one. So storage, so that's something you can go after, because you can't see, in terms of canisters, you can't see anything that comes up. So let's take a look at AllinTitle. So there are a bunch of AllinTitle results, so that's not something you'd want to go for. So let's type in a different type of one, protein powder 4, and then we go A to Z. And you'll get a bunch of results by doing this. Another approach you can take is comparing the product. So if we look at this business that we've got as an example, they sell Optimum Nutrition Gold. So let's type this in, Optimum Nutrition whey protein versus, and let's take that. You can see there's a bunch of suggestions. So let's take that, put it into here, versus, and we'll go A to Z, and you'll get a bunch of results. So versus Nitrotech versus Muscle Milk, and you can go ahead, view the AllinTitle results, and then go ahead and see the actual SERPs to determine if you can rank for that. So you'll get a bunch of ideas and you get a rough estimate on if it's low competition by using these, and then layer that on by viewing the SERPs manually. And that's how you find some really low competition keywords for your business. And it doesn't matter if it's an e-commerce site, blog, or B2B website. This is how you find some really low competition keywords.